What's up guys, Chasing Langley here with episode number 37 of Robin's Revival, and we are sort of a quarter of the way through the championship season as of today's episode, so it's time for us to get caught up, see where we're at, and see if we can get ourselves another victory today. I say another victory, they've been hard to come by. Roll titles, I'll explain. So here we are then for the game against Hull. They currently sit 24th in the table. We currently sit 16th in the table, so quite a gap. Hull definitely the worst team in the league, 2 points so far from 8 games, whereas we have managed to accomplish 11 from 9. Not the best start to the season in the world. We're not pushing for the top half of the table. This is roughly where I was hoping we'd finish the season. So if this is an indicator of our form across the year, that's probably pretty good. Now, before we go into what you've missed, there were some movements on transfer deadline day. I'm just going to run you through them very quickly, so we'll do that first. So a couple of big outs to start off with. Marcus Bettinelli has left us to join Ipswich. He's going to be playing, I think, League One football? Championship football, there we go. He's playing in the Championship for Ipswich. £105,000 took him to East Anglia. He was very much becoming like our third or fourth choice goalkeeper, so letting him go actually just seemed like a smart move at this point. And I've also let Romilly Critchlow go to Luton. He went in part exchange after he went on loan to Crewe, and then Luton made an offer, or I made an offer for a Luton player. They needed a defender. I offered him as part exchange, and they took it. So I guess I should probably reveal who it is we got in exchange for Romilly Critchlow. And it was very much kind of a like-for-like swap. We got Lewis Gibson in exchange for him, another left-back / centre-half, 25 years old, formerly of Newcastle, of Everton, of everywhere really, Sheffield Wednesday, Reading. He's had quite a good career, played a lot of championship games, played a lot of football at lower levels as well. So he's definitely got a little bit of experience for 112 league games. But he is just a generally good all-round defender. He's definitely been a real boost to the squad since he came in. We've needed to reinforce the defence as well, so that's worked out quite nicely for us as a signing. 350k plus Romilly Critchlow, I think, could prove a really good deal for us. 25 years old, though. I mean, he's probably only going to play for us for 3-4 years, assuming he doesn't develop into a World League for some reason. But I think a guy who's probably spent the last couple of seasons in League 2, he was going to develop into a World League, probably wouldn't have been there. He wasn't the only defensive reinforcement, though. I have made a couple of others. One of those was Lisandro Lopez, a 36-year-old, yes I know, a 36-year-old Argentine centre-half, 4 caps for Argentina. Now, I wanted some experience, some people for our young players. We brought a lot of young players. I wanted someone they could learn from. And a 36-year-old Argentine international is probably a pretty good person to learn from. He's had a really good career. He's played for Boca for many, many years. Had a couple of loan spells at Genoa and at Inter. He played for Benfica. Was on loan at Getafe. He's had a really solid career. And I think actually is going to be a really solid signing for us. He's still got a little bit of pace in him for a 36-year-old, which is always beneficial. He can still tackle, he can still jump, he can still get the job done. I think he might be a 1 or 2 season wonder before maybe we see if he feels like stepping into a coaching role. He's not that good a coach. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But he was one of our other defensive signings. There's a couple of other players to show you as well. Another defensive reinforcement was 22-year-old Levi Colwill, a former England under-21 international. I was quite surprised to see him available on a free, having been released by Chelsea. He has played for Chelsea last season in the Premier League, so obviously was at least on the fringes of their first team, which either means Chelsea have fallen further than I've noticed, or he's that good. He's been on loan at Vitesse as well in the Dutch Eredivisie, and he's had a couple of full seasons on loan at Coventry and Huddersfield in the Championship. Well, he's done quite well, so I think we may have played a blinder picking him up on a free, and I guess time will tell. And I guess the last person who's worthy of mention is actually someone who probably won't ever play for the club. You may not ever see him on camera. It's Yan Songo. He is a Cameroonian player who has been playing in England forever. He's had spells at Bradford City, Morecambe, Scunthorpe, Plymouth, Blackburn, spent some time in the MLS, he's spent some time in Spain. I think you're probably thinking 2 stars, 33, odd signing. If you're new to FM, just a quick tip, I've got a squad of very, very young players who need someone to learn their mentals from, and this guy has everything mentals-wise: 20 determination, 18 work rate, 19 teamwork, 20 bravery. If there is a guy I want my players to be learning from, my young players to be learning from, this is the guy. He's been brought in as a fringe player. He's not expecting to play at all, really. He's just there literally to make up some numbers in terms of squad and to fill out a mentoring role. And frankly, I think I would struggle to have picked up a better player to perform that role. So I just wanted to show you him because he's going to be really instrumental in developing players. He is also another player who wants to become a coach, but I mean, he wants to be a head of youth development, and he has no idea what a good player looks like. So probably won't happen for him, but you know, we'll keep him around. We'll see how that develops. If he turns into something we can make use of, we'll make use of it. Anyway, let's go see what we've been missing in terms of the schedule. So the first game we played this season was Derby County, of course. We then beat Luton 3-0 in the Carabao Cup first round. Goals from Deasy, Garnacho and Matika. A goal from Deasy and a 2-1 loss to Norwich. We lost 1-0 to Ipswich. To Middlesbrough. We lost 2-0 to Ipswich. We then drew 2-2 with Brighton, and Deasy and Palmer scored. And this was the stage where I started thinking maybe it's time to ditch our long-standing asymmetric 4-3-2-1 formation. And so I've gone to a 4-2-3-1 wide, and it's the basic bog-standard control possession 4-2-3-1 wide, straight out the box. And things have turned round. We got a 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace, with Matika and Deasy scoring. Deasy got a brace in a 2-1 win over Coventry. Johansson got himself a goal in a 1-0 win over City. Brief little blip against Huddersfield, but they are sitting in the playoff places, so we'll forgive that. A 3-0 loss there. And we've just beaten Ipswich 4-3 with a brace from Deasy and goals from Palmer and Mainu. Now, I'm hoping we can, once this team gels, address the defensive issue. I will show you what the starting lineup is straight away as well. So today we're playing with O'Leary in goal. Odemayo is starting at right back because that's kind of where the chips have fallen. Alongside Shabua, Gibson and Gordon, the 2 Lewis G's. We've got Palmer and Johansson as the central midfield pairing, and I'm not entirely sure which way round I want them because Johansson's not very mobile. We've got Garnacho on the right, Marul and Longman as the attacking midfield 3, Deasy as the striker. Then Ball, Colwill, Zek, Bravo, Lopez, Adeniran, well, I've never learned to say his name properly, and Ashley Fletcher making up the bench. But if I can get this defensive unit to really gel, really start playing together, or figure out a way to tighten this defence up, I think we're going to be on to something magical. Let's see how we do against Hull, though. As I said, Hull are bottom of the table, and I'm pretty sure we can get a result today. So in the dressing room, we're going to say carry your performance into this match from the last one, and people seem motivated, which is all I can really ask of anyone at any point in the season, if we're quite honest. Looks like not a big crowd for Hull at home, but also they've not been playing well, so I guess that's to be expected as Gibson throws it to Marul. Back to Gibson, goes for the cross to the back post, Deasy, and we've got a penalty. Longman got shoved. I thought it was weird he didn't get his head on that as it came to the back post to put it in, but Deasy will step up and take the penalty, and he's been quite the signing for us. He's been saved, though. The penalty saved from Deasy, and I have no idea how. But, you know, Deasy's been on form. He is joint top scorer in the league. As Johansson puts the corner in, Shabua tries a hand of God, and it remains 0-0. Shabuabua now picking up the ball with very eventful early going, pausing to wait for support. I thought the game had frozen again. Those who saw the last episode will know what I'm referring to. Shabuabua to Gibson. Woodrow, though, picks the pocket. That was a terrible, terrible pass from Palmer, and Cauley Woodrow is through. And Cauley Woodrow has been an absolute pain in the arse during this save. Every time I've come up against him playing for anyone, he has scored. He has kind of become my bogey player. I can't believe we gave that ball away so easily, and frankly, Palmer should be doing better. He's been around for so long at this point in the squad that he should be doing better, and I guess against run of play as well, we're being FM'd a little bit. We'll see how that goes, though. Hopefully we can get back on top. Free kick now, it's Woodrow taking it again. He's probably going to bury it. It's just come off the crossbar, gone over, and we've got ourselves a goal kick. Throw in now for Hull, and the ball has been given straight away to Gordon. Longman on the ball, hoofs it forward looking for Deasy, who picks it up and goes wide with it. He'll be looking for support. He can cross Deasy as well. Longman into Marul. Johansson back to Marul, who goes from distance, and it's just gone over the bar. So we're heading into half-time. We have been by far the better team so far as we get ourselves a highlight. McCracken puts it forth in the goal kick for Hull. Evans picks it up. Palmer ends up on his arse, and we're in trouble now. Gordon doesn't get there. Gape has a pop. It's just gone wide. Palmer has been thoroughly awful in this game so far. It's got to be said, every time I've seen him try and do anything, it's gone badly. But you can see the XG story says we should be ahead, and we can look at any analytical data you want, really, and it all pretty much says we should be absolutely battering Hull, and we are not, and that's genuinely a real concern. We need to plan off the second half with perhaps a little bit more impetus, I guess, a little bit more something. I think we're going to tell them, say what the hell was that, get your acts together, start playing football. In fact, let's just go, we have the second half to make amends. Is there a nice way of doing that? There is. There we go. Hopefully that will spur some people on. I'm going to do individual shouts though at Shabuabua, at Palmer, at Garnacho, and at Deasy, because they all have the ability to make a difference in a game like this, and they're none of them doing it, quite frankly. Gibson now on the ball. Marul puts the ball over the top looking for Deasy, who has had a shocker today. I think he's probably going to come off very soon. As Ajaria, I don't know how to say that. Barra off the post. Shabuabua gets rid of it. And frankly, that's all I care about. We've managed to avoid conceding a second goal. Right, free kick now. Shabuabua to take it. 81 minutes on the clock. Adeniran to Odimayo. Puts the ball forward. Bravo, who's just gone as a sub, is there. Can he finish it? I mean, he's taken way too long on the ball. Let them regroup. Ashley Fletcher, he's also just come on as a sub on the right wing. And I was looking at selling Ashley Fletcher, and then Ashley Fletcher pops up off the wing with a goal of that quality. Friendly Ika Bravo took way too long on the ball here, faffed around with it. He was sort of one guy to beat, and then he put his foot on the ball and surrounded himself with orange shirts. So luckily Fletcher was there to pick up the ball for him, apply the finish, and put us back on terms. Goal kick for Hull now. We've got a couple of minutes left to play. Can we get ourselves a late winner? Bravo to Shabuabua, to Marul. Ball through, looking for Fletcher, the goal scorer. Can he create something? Can he score something? To Adenarian, and Ika Bravo has put away, frankly, a cross that I missed because I was trying to work out how to say Adeniran. I'm going to change his name. I will change his name. Let's have a look at that again. Fletcher picks up the ball wide, cuts it back to Adeniran, ball in, to Bravo, little touch, finishes it, and that's what I want from my striker. We are 2-1 up, and yes, we've done it late, but we have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat here in quite literally the most Swindon way possible. Just a few minutes left on the clock. As long as we can hold on to this, we are going to be very, very happy. And I think that's going to be the final whistle, more or less. Now, there we go. It's a 2-1 win away at Hull. I can't complain about that at all. It's safe to say that Bravo should have been the man of the match, but Gibson has picked it up. Nice work, everyone. That was good. and we've picked up another win. We're up to 15th in the table, and who knows where we're going to be when we come back for the next episode. But I guess it's important we find out who we are going to be playing against next episode, which I guess is our next stop. So let's have a little look, shall we? And I think just for funsies, we're going to come back against Swansea at the beginning of December. That feels like a strong place for us to be coming back. Obviously, we're out of the League Cup, which is going to give us a bit of benefit as well going forward. But we should be looking strong for December, hopefully. We've played Swansea twice in the space of 20 days as well in the league, so I guess that's a thing. Anyway, who knows? Who knows how that became a thing? Answers on a postcard if you can figure out how to send a postcard, I guess. Actually, don't, because that'll freak me out if you find my address. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, ring the bell, all that good stuff down below. I have, as always, been chasing Lee. By the way, apologies if videos start becoming a little bit more sporadic over the next week or two. I've just started a new job. I'm still working this in around that schedule. So if you notice videos have been patchy over the last week or two, it's just I'm trying to figure out my new schedule. If I do miss a day with a video, it's not personal. I've not forgotten about you. Nothing's happened to me. Nothing's gone wrong. I have just not managed to get the work-life balance thing quite back in kilter yet. So that's that explanation. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As I said, I have, as always, been chasing lamely, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.